Okay, today we're going to build a website. Now it's going to be just a very basic demo type of site that you can build on top of and do pretty much whatever you want to once you have it there. And we're going to get into those things in another video as well. But right now we're going to go over the basics. Now, before you even start building a website, you need to decide, well, do you need what are your needs actually? Do you want a website that is flexible and can truly showcase your brand, whatever that is? Maybe your brand is yourself. Maybe you are the person, you are the company, you are what you're trying to deliver to the world, and you want that to be shown through your website, that a way that people will understand you, or at least be able to know who you are. Maybe you are the brand. I have a website that is Eshcole.com, and it's about anime and tech. Why? Because that is me. That is the myself. That is who I want to showcase to the world. So that is why that is my personal website, which is actually the site that connects with my YouTube and showcases now anime and tech, because those are the things that I love and that's what I want to show. So that's my brand. That's how I showcase my brand. For you, it could be something else. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're someone who likes to do other things with your hand. Maybe you are a dancer or something of that nature. You know, all kinds of people in the world. There's no such thing as not being able to build a website that can showcase yourself or your business. You just have to put some thought into it. And putting many more further thought into it, how much money do you have to build a website? It can be free, or it can be thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm a part of a team right now. It is my career, it's my life. As a web developer, I work on the back end of things, and we have front end developers that do most of the design for our clients. And those projects runs into the thousands and thousands of dollars. It can go well over $10,000 depending on what it is our client actually wants for their business. Now, these clients are people who mostly already have brick and mortar stores and things like that. They already have other businesses, so that price tag might not mean that much to them. But for little you, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to think about it. Maybe WordPress.com is better for you, where you can actually create your site, choose a template, and start posting content right away for whatever it is you want to do. So maybe that is an option. Maybe Blogger.com is what you want to do. Right now, I have a website, Mesha'sCorner.com. This is my girlfriend. She runs a YouTube channel under the same name of Mesha's Corner. And this is the site that she uses to showcase a lot of her recipes and things of that matter. And it's a very nice site. There's a lot of things about it I would definitely change because Blogger has its own limitations. And that really is no different from any other free service for websites. If it's free, there's going to be some restrictions that make it free and make it easy for the provider to deliver this service to you without asking for your wallet. So if you're willing to live with those limitations, then by all means, go ahead with any one of these free platforms. But right now, there's going to be some changes coming onto this site. And literally those changes that I want to make to this particular site that I designed so long ago and redesigned again not too long ago is the reason why I am over here, and I'm going to be bringing up a stage site or two to go through some different ideas, bang out some ideas for what I want to do with that site in the future. Now, I won't be doing anything with that site on this particular video, but maybe in some future videos I will, as we get more into web designing and building your own website the way you would like it. Now, I'm assuming that for this particular tutorial, for this video, you may not want to go through a bunch of huge design things and maybe, you know, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Maybe you just want to spend a few dollars a month on a hosting package and then do everything else yourself. That's what we're going to be doing in this video. So let's go ahead and install WordPress onto my FTP and let's go through the install. Now, as I said already, I already have WordPress installed. I already have it downloaded right here. You download the zip file from the website, which we can bring up right back over here. Hit the download WordPress 4.5.3. That's the latest WordPress right now. Just hit the download button and you can download it to your desktop or wherever it is you want to do. If you notice, you have this second download link here. This is .tar file. If you're familiar with SSH, that is primarily the one you probably want to download because that works a little faster to uncompress the file in the FTP folder. That gets to a bunch of advanced things that we won't be doing right now. So let's just go ahead and download the zip file for WordPress. And we have it right here on our desktop here. And now I'm gonna bring over my FTP, which I already have ready. And this is WinSCP. This is my FTP client of choice, pretty much. And I'm gonna go ahead and I have a demo folder here on my website. It's my website online right now over here. And I have an empty folder where I'm going to be dragging and dropping my new WordPress installation. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll come back when this has finished transferring over, and then we'll go through the install for WordPress.
What's up guys, Lou here back with another video. Do I slap it? Do I slap it?
Okay, and our files are in here and they're ready to go. So now you need to jump over into your hosting and you're gonna have to create a little bit of a subdomain here so you can reach these files and start the WordPress install. Of course, you don't have to do a subdomain. You can just go through whatever the main domain is for your website to your folder and start the install that way as well. But I'm going to create a subdomain here and start this install. So let me do that real quick. Okay, and here we are. And now you see the WordPress install has started up, and it's not a too difficult thing at all. First thing, of course, is to pick your language, and you see WordPress is in many languages. It's a very flushed out platform. It's a huge community all over the world, so there's a lot of different languages to choose from. So go ahead and just, of course, stay on English here because I'm not so gifted as I have multiple things going on. So now WordPress is asking for your database information. So you need to be able to create a database in order to use WordPress this way. So we're going to go ahead and hit the let's go function here. And I need to create a let me create a database real quick because I actually don't think I have a demo database set up right now. So let me get that going real quick. Okay, got a database set up. Let's go ahead and do, and of course that's blurred out for you guys because I don't need you seeing any of that. I also use that for other things as well. So now we're going to hit the submit button. All right, and we're ready to go. We just hit the go ahead and run the install. Okay, now they want to know what is our site title going to be. I'm going to say this is going to be our demo site. You want to know what's going to be the username. This is going to be for your WordPress admin. So pretty much you're going to go ahead and just make it whatever you want to make it. Username here, and I'm going to blur this out too. Okay, so we got our information all in here that we need for our WordPress admin. Like I said, unfortunately, most of this is going to be blurred out for you guys because I don't need you guys in the admin for anything. But we will jump in the admin to so I can actually show you a few things. So we have this information. This box here is very important for a demo site. This here is going to block the website from the search engines when you have this discourage search engines from indexing the site. That means that it's going to put in a index no follow tag in your header so that it's a meta tag actually in your header so that the search engines know when they see this site to just skip over it. Don't put it into the search engines yet. Don't index it. We don't need it indexed. Just don't follow the site at all right now. So we're going to go ahead and install WordPress, and that's it. So the site is ready to go. So now we can log in and we can start building things up. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now I'm going to jump in real quick here just to let you guys know that we don't talk about it in this particular video. I should have said a little more about it at this point, but we will talk about it in coming videos. Like I said, if there's going to be more, then I'll talk about it in more coming videos about the WordPress admin, because some people, there's a lot of mixed thoughts and responses on the fact of whether you should use WP-admin or WP-admin, or should you change your admin URL for security's sake. Some say that it's not really worth it. Others say that, you know, it's just out of a peace of mind thing, you probably should, or if for nothing else, to keep people from constantly, or keep bots especially from constantly slamming your admin URL, possibly trying to get in. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and the do's and the reasons why you may or may not want to do that. All right, let's continue on with the video. Okay, here we are, demo.eshcole.com. This is a very, very basic WordPress site. As you see, there's nothing here. There's nothing here at all. You got a test post here, hello world, and you got a test comment over here just to show you how the post and comments look. Very dull, nothing much going on at all. So where do we make the magic happen? Well, we need to go into the admin and start making things happen here. So all you got to do is your URL for your demo site /wp-admin. All right, and now you have your admin here. And of course, you're going to log in with the credentials you created during the install to get to the admin. All right, and now in the admin, you have several things going on here. First off, you have this welcoming thing here, which tells you welcome to WordPress and tells you how to get started, customize your site, and change your theme, and writing your first post, adding widgets, and all these kind of things. So there's a lot of stuff you can do back here. Pretty much everything you want to do with your website is going to happen back here in the admin for a basic WordPress site. So now let's go over here, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to appearances. Now, WordPress, thankfully, gives you some set themes that you can start as like a base. You can start off with them, or you can even just use these and not even change your website at all, as far as the theme is concerned. But of course, you know, you're always going to want to put a theme of some kind on there. And if you do, those themes will be located here, and you can add new themes as well by just clicking on Add New Themes. And WordPress allows you to do all the installs and everything from right back here in the admin. You can click on any one of these themes here and install them. And these are pretty much for free. And you can also search for more themes as well by going up here in the search bar and typing in anything, honestly, and see what comes up. So here we are with a bunch of business themes right here. You can click on these in details and preview them. Here we go. And there you go. Now you can preview this theme and you see how it would look if you were to install it onto your website. And all the details about this theme right here on the side, along with, of course, the handy rating system. You see 31 people have rated this theme quite highly and enjoy it. So it's very nice that WordPress has this so fleshed out. Over time, they really built out a lot of different features that made it very, very easy for you to get up and running on your website without much fuss. And so what are we going to do? Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you we already seen the base theme. We see it looks kind of dull, and I think I want something with a little bit more pizzazz. So I got to go in here in this Add New Theme. I got to find something that's more to my liking. And I'm going to go over here. I see this full frame. I like lots of pictures. I like pictures. I like something that shows off more of the site here. And this looks pretty nice here. But I don't know. Let me keep looking. I'm indecisive when it comes to this. Harmon UX Core. It looks nice. Got McKinley here. Let's see, what am I gonna settle on here? I wanna settle on here. Nah, I don't like that. It doesn't look well up to date. Free store is something that's more for e-commerce. You know what? I'm gonna go back to full frame. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the full frame right here. Stop playing around here. Let's take this full frame. Let's hit the install button. And now that we installed it, you see it's very quick. And now we can just go ahead and hit the activate. and our theme is activated. Let's visit the site right here, handy little link. Let's visit the site. And we refresh the page, and here we are. If you notice, you have this bar at the top. This gives you some quick access to get back to your dashboard. This only shows when you're logged into the admin. In the back end, you have this bar up top, which gives you your edit profile. You can go ahead and right away get to a new post, add media. You can add a page. You can even add a user, all right here. And of course, you have some customization things where you can click on this and it takes you to the WordPress customizer, which is something they recently added in the WordPress. They redid the customizing for the themes, so you have this customizer thing going on here, and it's pretty nice. So now you have your website. It still looks kind of basic, but it looks better now because you have this theme that's already has so much things going on for you. You have a slider. It tells you full frames of premium WordPress theme. Promotional headline, you can definitely change that how you like. You have your featured content area, which you can change around. And of course, this hello world, which you can of course delete this post and create your own post. So this right now is where we're going to stop. And this right now is where we're going to stop. We have our basic WordPress site that is up off the ground. I've taken up enough of your time. It's almost 20 minutes, I think, or some craziness like that. And we have our WordPress site started, and we haven't paid any money other than to the host. Now, with that being said, let me very quickly go over why you would want to consider what host you will. You don't want to just consider any host. I used to be with, oh Lord, what was their name? Register.com. Now, Register.com is where I bought my domain for Eshcole.com. And it was okay. You know, it's not like they did me dirty or something, or they did me wrong. But it's just that for their hosting plan, when I punched in Eshcole.com, there was a big delay, kind of. And sometimes it would be instant and it will work the way it's supposed to. And other times it would take more than 6 seconds to load the site. It'll be quite a big delay when hitting the enter button for Eshcole.com. The only way I could correct this after, attacking the cache and making sure I had my cache set up, attacking my images, making sure these images here were optimized properly so they weren't taking up much space and didn't take too long to load. They do know for images you want to be, if possible, less than a megabyte for file size for your images. You want to be less than a megabyte on your file size so that it'll load quickly. That is not always possible depending on the type of site that you're building. If you're building a site that is for photography, then you're going to have big full images on the site, and it's going to take a little while to load. Those you will much rather use a CDN to boost that speed and allow those to load more quickly, because you won't be able to always be underneath the megabyte while still showing how nice and clean that image is. Because the least the file size, the worse the image tends to look, depending on quality. There's a whole nother story. I'm eating up time on that too. So, but moving on, I optimized my site as much as possible, and still I had this delay. This delay was because of it's called the server response. The time it took for the server to respond when people put in Eshcole.com was just a little too long. Now, how long am I talking about? Well, actuality, not long at all. But it was taking somewhere around 7 to 10 seconds sometimes to load the site, or sometimes, or even 6 seconds or more. You only have about 5 to 6 seconds to load your website and to keep that visitor moving forward. Why? Because broadband is a thing. Okay, everybody has high-speed connections now. If not in their home, they probably have it at their school or their business, wherever they are accessing the internet from most of the time. There's probably a high-speed connection there. DSL is no longer a premium high-speed connection. Even though it is a high-speed connection, they're giving that away in a lot of places so that they can have more people connecting to the internet. All kind of businesses are sponsoring that kind of thing, giving away DSL for free. DSL means that these people are going to have 6 megabits or higher connections, most likely around 6 megabits or lower connections for DSL, and that's still pretty decent. That still means that when they hit the enter button for Eshcole.com, that site should still load up in about 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. But that's it. After longer than that, people get impatient, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to start checking their connection, making sure things are not broken. And once they verify that by going to any other site, most of the time people just do this and go to google.com. That's what they do. You know, once they see google.com loads up, guess what? They blame your site and they leave and they go somewhere else. So those few seconds is costly. And when it comes to that, you need to be able to correct it. And the only way you can correct it is by getting a better server. Or in this case, I had to move completely to a whole nother host in order to correct that problem. So now when my site loads, it loads much quicker because SiteGround was a much more, what kind of English is this today? But SiteGround is just a much better host for my WordPress sites and for sites in general, honestly. Register.com is okay, it wasn't good enough for me. I had to go to SiteGround. Now, how much did it cost me? Well, you have here, 4th of July sale, $295 a month. But without that, it's still pretty cheap. Now, do note, SiteGround charges annually. They don't charge monthly, which is kind of confusing when you have plans here that have the monthly cost, but in actuality, they charge annually. So 70% off the regular $9.95. That's how much I am right here. $9.95 a month is about the price you're paying, but you can get it down to as low as $2.95 a month, which is actually very, very cheap. Of course, if you're looking at it. Of course, if you need more, they have 2 bigger packages, the Grow Big and Go Geek and all that kind of stuff like that. That's fine too. You have to look at these and pick the one that suits your website best. If you're just starting off, obviously you hit the startup plan, and this is not just for SiteGround. There's all kind of decent hosts out there, and I'll try to load up those links in the description box so that you can have a few to choose from if you wish. This is not sponsored by SiteGround or anything. This is just my host, and this is the one that I know all about because I'm with them, so that I can talk to you about them more. But by all means, there's other hosts out there that are decent and good, and I've heard all kind of good reviews about them as well. So I'll try to keep in the loop of those as well as we go forward, if there is any more of these videos to make. I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this. So yeah, please put some thought into it. Put some thought into your host, and you read the reviews, do some research, because it's very, very important. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your time building tons and tons of all kind of designs. You put all kind of work, blood, sweat, and tears into your website, and something as trivial as the server, something you can't control, which is the server, is what's holding you back, and that is costly. That is very, very costly, because you have to pay for your own server. It doesn't matter if you're only paying a few bucks a month. Money is money, and if you set up a website and the host themselves is what's holding you back, you've wasted your money. So just put some time into it, and you will be okay. We're going to talk a lot more about other things you have to consider when it comes to your website, such as the things I just finished talking about, which is optimizing your website for things like if you're running websites like this that have big images in there and things like that. What is cache? Why would you want to focus on that, and things of that matter. And of course, we're going to do some more with the design and theme as well. So I will see you guys on another time when we do that kind of stuff. Like I said, if there is going to be another one, I don't know if anyone's going to be that interested in this. I see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.